Hi, I'm Kelly with Blue Water Photo, and today I want to take a look at the new Olympus OMD E-M5 Mark II camera and the Nauticam housing for it. The E-M5 Mark II is the latest camera from Olympus on their OMD line. It's been an extremely popular line of cameras for underwater photography. These cameras have a micro four thirds sensor, which is larger than any compact camera and not too much smaller than your standard crop sensor DSLR. The larger sensor gives you a really nice image quality, yet it maintains a smaller sized body and in return a smaller sized underwater housing than your big DSLR setups. This is one of the reasons it makes them really popular. The E-M5 Mark II is the most recent camera from Olympus. It features some new additions that are different from the other ones and just slight reconfiguration than the previous models. I would say it's pretty much in line with the really popular OMD E-M1, although that camera still features controls and setup that make it a little bit nicer than the E-M5 Mark II. But either way, they are both excellent choices for underwater photography. Let's take a quick look at the camera. It's got 16 megapixels, just like every other OMD model. The flash sync speed is 1/250. The E-M1 is 1/320, which makes it a little bit more desirable, especially if you like shooting wide angle with those sunburst shots. But it makes the E-M5 Mark II a little better than the E-M10, which has 1/200. It has the same processor on the sensor as the other OMD E-M1 and E-M10 cameras. It's got a variety of FN buttons, so you can customize. It's actually got 4 of them, 5 if you include the preview button. You can customize these really nicely, just like you can with the E-M1. The body style is weather sealed, just like the other OMD cameras. It features a small hand grip, not quite as nice as the E-M1, but better for keeping the housing a little bit thinner underwater if that's your primary use. Like all OMD cameras, it has a nice electronic viewfinder. Olympus did redo the flash, so it's actually larger, but it doesn't pop up and down. Instead, there's an on and off switch on the back of the camera. The E-M5 Mark II offers 4 custom white balance slots with easy one-touch white balance. Battery life is about the same as other cameras. It's rated at 310 shots. I found after using it, you're probably going to want to change your battery about every 2 dives so that you don't risk the battery dying in the middle of the 3rd dive. One big change on the OMD E-M5 Mark II from the previous cameras is the improvement of the video capabilities. All the OMD cameras shoot really nice HD video at 1080 60p. The OMD E-M5 Mark II offers a variety of frame rates, including 60p, 30p, and 24p, giving you a wider range of choice for shooting video. The HD quality video that I shot recently with this camera I found to be really nice, excellent detail, and great color reproduction. Let's go ahead now and look at the Nauticam housing for the E-M5 Mark II. Like other Nauticam housings, the OMD E-M5 Mark II housing is made of high-quality aluminum. It features full functionality for the camera and is designed to be easy to use with controls that are placed in an ergonomic manner right where you would want them to be at your fingertips. Let's take a look at some of the features. It is different from the E-M1 housing. They went back to the original OMD style with a standard lever for the shutter on the front versus the push lever that you see on many of the DSLR housings. Whether or not that's a pro or a con is really going to depend on the person. I found it very easy to use, even after being comfortable and used to using the E-M1 often. The back as a lever for the record button, and just like with previous cameras, what I found best was to change this on the menu for the camera so that it becomes your AFL, and then you can do shooting and focus separately, which is really nice. Easy port changes, just like with any Nauticam housing. Push down and that pops out, and the port is going to come straight off. Really simple to do. That way you're not twisting your O-ring. You don't have to worry about it getting stuck. It's really nice. They feature a lens release button, so you can change lenses without opening the back of the housing, protecting that O-ring. Just like all cameras recently, they have a bulkhead with the ability to add the Nauticam vacuum valve, or you can also use it for sync cords, though it is a little tight inside the housing to put the sync cord hot shoe piece. Nice rubberized zoom lever is really easy to turn and control. Looking at the back of the housing, You can see they have a really nice large screen for the LCD screen. They've got a spot so you can easily view through the electronic viewfinder. Just a note, on the camera you push the FN3 button to switch between the LCD and the viewfinder, so you have access to that underwater. And if you like, all of the nice external viewfinders that Nauticam makes are compatible with this housing. You just need to buy the accessory LCD window that offers the mounting bracket and swap those pieces out. It's really easy to do. There are controls to switch the flash on and off, which is great for this camera if you forget to put the flash on before putting it in the housing. You've got your dials, which are really nice, and all your buttons down here are tiered. They even include the 1-2 switch, so you can set different controls. I found it really nice. I could set my number 2 setting to move automatically to video. So when I wanted to take a video really fast, I just switched it to 2. It automatically moved it to video mode, and I was ready to go. No changing on the mode dial or having to adjust settings. Overall, the housing works really, really great. Another nice addition that they do include is the PV button down here. So if you like to have your depth of field preview, or just as an extra button that is easy to press with your pinky when holding the housing, you can customize this to be just about anything. Custom white balance is one of the options that I found might be really useful. One thing that Nauticam did do is when they went back to the original OMD E-M5 housing style, they did not include the handles for the housing like the E-M1 has. It's more like your standard compact housing, and that's why they have this other shutter leveler style. It's very comfortable to hold in one hand with the grip, and you can activate the shutter just like this. And I found that when you add in the Flexi-Tray from Nauticam, which looks like this, it's really nice to put your hand between, balance it against the right handle there, and then you have the ability to just quickly and easily do your focus and your shutter or one-handed operation, and it takes off a little bit of the strain of holding the whole housing with your hand, since you can balance it on the handle. To make the overall operation and control of the camera nicer when using the Flexi-Tray, Nauticam actually includes with the housing at no extra charge the 2 silver brackets. These are similar to what you see on the E-M1 with the handles included or on any DSLR housing. They include little mounting points so you can add a lanyard or attach the camera to your BCD, whatever you like to do. One note, there's also this small bent lever that is included with the handle brackets. It's actually not used. It's just an extra piece that they included from an idea that ended up not coming into play when the housing was manufactured. So if you get confused by that, just ignore it. You don't need it. Vacuum valve with this, their system works really great. They've got a hot shoe mount for adding any accessories. They've also got a little M10 mount for also adding accessories. Overall, I really, really enjoyed using this camera. I found that it focused extremely quickly. The quality and detail of images and video that it produced was excellent. The Nauticam housing pairs with it extremely well. It's a very enjoyable user experience underwater, and I would definitely recommend this camera and the Nauticam housing for anyone looking to take their photography to the next level. If you have any questions or are looking to purchase the setup, please feel free to give us a call or contact us at www.bluewaterphotostore.com. Thanks so much.